All right.
Hi, and welcome to the Nitty Gritty.
I'm Courtney.
I'm Kayleen.
And we work for Licefree, and that is why we have started this YouTube series. And it's going to be kind of about motherhood.
Yes.
Obviously, we'll talk about lice.
A little bit.
And, just parenthood in general and our sassy kids. So,
Yes.
So, Kayleen, why don't you tell me about your daughter?
Yes, so I have a 3.5-year-old daughter who is quite spunky and opinionated, strong-willed. I think everyone thinks their kid's strong-willed, but I really believe that Belle is strong-willed.
I think you're right. I think that every parent does think.
Yes,
that
because you see that a lot, and it's like, well, aren't all toddlers strong-willed? I mean, don't they all want their way?
Yeah.
Have you met a toddler who doesn't want their way?
No,
because I haven't. I've not experienced one of those. And just found out yesterday that we're expecting a boy in March. So we thought our family was only capable of girls, so it's quite exciting. Our daughter is thrilled. So that's a little snapshot of my family portion.
I feel like I have prepared you for all the things that come with boys.
Which is somewhat terrifying, and honestly, I'm a little scared.
It is a little nerve-wracking because I come from a family of all girls, and I have 2 boys now. And I was like, I don't know what to do with them. I don't know about buses. I don't know about, trucks. I don't know about trains. I don't know about ninjas. Like, I don't know any of these things.
These are all things I don't know anything about either.
You will learn very fast. I feel like just start watching YouTube now and watching all of the ridiculous shows. Watch Blippi. Watch Dude Perfect. My 7-year-old is
Perfect.
Right up there, or 6, almost 7.
Okay.
Oh gosh, Ryan's Toys review.
Ryan's Toys. I feel like, do I have some time before these? Like, are these still going to be a thing when?
Yes.
He is watching.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
I feel because, for example, Ryan's Toys review.
Yes.
My son started watching him when he was 3.
Okay.
And he has his own line at Target now.
Where did we go wrong?
Right?
Why? Right? Where did Ryan decide, I'm going to review toys on YouTube, and now I'm going to be a millionaire who has a line at Target?
He made
we went to school. Was that a baby?
He wasn't even in preschool yet. I looked it up one day, and when he was 3 years old, made $6 million that year. And got all the free toys.
I feel like I have really missed an opportunity. Why did I go to school, Mom and Dad?
Why did we waste all that money?
Why did you make me go to college when I could just be reviewing toys on YouTube? This is devastating.
Yeah, so he has his own line. But anyways, back to my kids.
Yes.
So I have 2 boys. Knox is 6 and in 1st grade, and Ace is 2 years old, and they are salt and pepper.
I would agree.
Right? I have Knox looks like me. He has dark hair, tall, and Ace, my little one, looks like my husband. Blonde hair, short.
A little reddish tint.
A little red.
He's kind of fading. It's fading.
Yeah.
It's okay. My husband is on the borderline of ginger. He really doesn't like it when I call him that, but it's
Will he watch this?
He won't. So I'll call him ginger all I want. Also, it's very possible that this boy could be a ginger.
Could you imagine?
A baby Peter.
It's a little scary.
It's a little terrifying. It's a little terrifying. It could be worse. It could be worse.
Of course.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, of course it could be worse.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some people that have beautiful red hair. It just, it always comes with all the jokes.
It does. I mean,
it comes with,
Yeah, and so does your name being Peter. Yeah. So he got the double-edged sword.
He did. That was
His name's
mean
Peter,
parents.
and he's slightly
Red
ginger.
hair. Yeah.
And by slightly, I mean a lot ginger. But he's kind of conditioned me over the years to dull that down to slightly.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, there are a lot of freckles there, and that beard is red. It's red.
That is true. That is true. There are a lot of freckles there.
Yeah.
So that's us. What else should we talk about? Should we go into the very scary topic of superlice?
We should. I think we should go there. Yes. So superlice, also known as ubalice.
we like to call it the ubalaus.
The ubalaus.
The ubalaus.
It's the Arnold of the lice population.
It is. Which, did you see that he's going to be in a movie?
I did.
Which
I did.
Which one is it? Like RoboCop or
no?
Terminator.
It's Terminator. Yep. And it's the lead from the female lead is also in it with him, and they like don't like each other. I'm not gonna pretend to know anything about the Terminator. That was never my thing. I never was like a big Arnold.
Arnold.
Not that I don't think he's great. You're great, Arnold, but it's just
in case you see this.
Yeah, in case you're watching the Nitty Gritty.
Yeah. And Sylvester Stallone's gonna be out in the movie too.
Sylvester's he's really hitting home runs these days. You know, you thought he was kind of down for a little bit, and then he comes back, and there's like Rocky 12.
Right? That's true. Rocky 30.
Rocky 30.
2030.
I mean, what number will they get up to before he's retired?
Yeah, I don't know.
But good on him.
I mean, he's bringing home that money.
Do you? He's got like 6 daughters or something.
Does he really?
He has a lot of daughters. It might be 4. But I feel like once you're over 3, it's a lot. Like
you're outnumbered.
There's not a big difference between 3 and 6. It feels like
you're outnumbered.
Yeah, which is a terrifying thought.
I am a firm believer: never have more kids than you have hands.
Indeed.
And really, I need like an extra set of hands with my kids. So
yeah. I'm kind of scared for that. I'm a little scared.
Leashes.
I'm a lot scared. That's why there's going to be 4 years in between my children.
Yeah.
As there were with your children.
There was 4 years.
It took us a good long while to decide that we could manage it.
Yeah.
Or attempt to manage. We'll find out.
It's attempt. It's the whole parenting thing is just a full-on attempt.
Every day is survival.
1000%.
Someone told me
and you're
that.
losing half of the time.
Yeah. Someone told me that when I was pregnant, and I was like, oh, it'll be so great. And no. And then you're in it, and then you're like, oh my God. The whole point is, what can I do to see tomorrow?
Yeah. I mean, when they're in that full-on tantrum, it feels like you're never coming out.
Yeah.
Ever. Never.
We're in another phase of tantrums again, which... That's a whole other topic for another day.
We'll get there.
So back to the ubalaus. So superlice became a thing. The study was published sometime around 2013-14.
Yeah, I wasn't in that mindset yet.
And it was testing lice in all 50 states, but 48 of the 50 states, the lice tested resistant to the traditional treatments that use permethrin and pyrethrin. For those of you who don't know what that is, that's your garden variety neurotoxin.
No, it's true. It's true. And we won't say the brands, but they rhyme with
Nix and Kid.
Yes.
You see what we did there?
Look it up if you need to.
Yeah.
You'll figure it out real quick.
So these resistant lice have built a resistance to these traditional treatments that have been recommended by nurses and doctors for years and years and years. And a lot of nurses and doctors, we've gone to several shows, trade shows for nurses and doctors. It's still the standard, and it's kind of alarming. So anyway, in 48 of the 50 states, the lice have been proven resistant to these treatments. So you want a treatment that is able to effectively kill these lice. Fortunately, we work for a company that manufactures a non-toxic lice treatment called licefree.
Yeah.
And licefree kills mechanically rather than chemically.
Can you explain what that means?
Yes. So chemically, obviously the neurotoxins, the permethrin and the pyrethrin would kill chemically. Mechanically, Lice-free uses salt to dehydrate lice, so it's killing them through a mechanical action. It's highly unlikely that they could become resistant to the treatment. Of course, you always want to follow the directions exactly as they are written on the box. Being that we work on the labeling, this is just a little PSA. That's not there to bore you. It truly is there to protect you and to make sure that your experience with the product is successful. So make sure you read it all the way through and really follow it.
Don't take the husband route. Don't
kind of guess. Don't do a drive-by. Read the directions.
You want to kill those suckers.
Yeah. And lice-free, unlike some of the other products, is able to kill the eggs as well. So that's another big thing because these other products, they attack they need a nervous system to attack. The nits don't have a nervous system to attack yet. So unless you comb all of them out, lice is in your life for a while. Yeah. And do you know how tiny they are? Nits, head lice eggs, are like the size of a pencil tip. And they're kind of vary in color from like a white to a yellowy color. So in your hair, you could see it on the dark hair, but mine, it would be like almost impossible to find every nit that could be in my hair.
Well, and if you have like any sort of like dandruff or anything like that, it's horrible. Yeah. And it's painstaking. I had lice as a child.
I didn't.
And my hair, because my mom wanted me to be like, you know, a little Indian baby. And my hair was past my butt. And, I mean, you knew me then. You knew me.
I did, it's true.
I had really
very long
hair. And my hair is not thin. It's thicker, but not like super duper thick. So I can only imagine someone with like super thick hair. And yeah, your hair, I mean, it was horrible. And literally hours of her combing all of it out. And I was like, cut it off. Give me a bob.
Which is what most people do. Yeah. Most people end up cutting the hair and thinking that is the solution, which it's not. So
you don't have to do that.
No, please don't do that. Please, unless your child wants a haircut. That's
if they are into a bald head,
by all means.
Go for it.
By all means. But by giving a little girl a shorter hairdo, it really doesn't solve the problem. No. So lice are laying the eggs within the first quarter inch of the scalp. So those eggs all reside there. They're not throughout the rest of the hair unless they're already dead and they're just growing out with the hair and you have to comb them. So that would be the difference. Or if your boy wants a buzz cut. I mean, that's cool.
That's cool.
Mom of boys, dad of boys, if your son is cool with a buzz cut, save yourself some time. Just do it. We are totally supportive of your hair choices. We're just here to let you know that you don't have to cut it.
Don't have to go G.I. Jane
on
your daughter. We'll help you solve it.
Yes.
We will be there to help you solve it. So,
to recap, super lice are resistant to traditional treatments using permethrin and pyrethrin. So when you go to the store and you're in that panic looking for a lice product, usually it seems to be late at night. It's always at an inconvenient time.
Because what happens is your child comes home at dinner, you know, because you've had, soccer practice, whatever you've had, you know, and they say, oh, yeah, you know, we had head lice check, and you're like, what? Or you get the paper, you're going through their backpack. The letter, right? And, there's head lice going around. And they sometimes don't even do checks anymore. So it's, you know, I mean, every school is different. Yeah. You know, just like every person is different, every school is different. You don't know how they're going to communicate with the school. I mean...
Or if there is communication.
At all. Our school that my son goes to, they have never communicated any head lice, anything. So...
Don't be ashamed.
Yeah.
Admit it. Tell people. It will save you all the hassle in the long run.
And it's so normal. Yeah. I mean, it really is. It's usually a passage into childhood, into parenthood, into motherhood. I'm just waiting for our day.
I am waiting for our day. I feel like it will happen. It's more common in little girls. Yeah. Simply because girls have less of a... This is my bubble factor going on, so there's a lot of closeness, and that's when lice like to really like go from head to head. They don't jump,
Yeah,
do not jump. So they're
myth.
not going to jump from head to head. It is head-to-head contact or the sharing of items that go directly from one head to another head.
Yes.
Combs, brushes, hats, etc.
Yeah.
So when you go to the shelf at the store and you're looking for a product, be sure that you're using one that does not use permethrin or pyrethrin. I mean, you can. That's totally your choice. But our recommendation, if it's possible that it's superlice, you want something that's going to get the job done. So take a look at that package. Take a look at the process. See what the process involved is. Some of them take forever.
If you want to, what your time commitment, you know, what you want to spend on that, you know, because I don't have a lot of time. I can imagine. I know there's people with multiple kids.
Yeah.
Which you're going to have to treat probably every single kid.
It's likely.
I mean, you know, when you have siblings, usually they pass it on to each other. So,
right.
You know, what the time commitment's going to look like, how much it costs.
Cost is also a big factor.
You know,
some of them are expensive.
Some of them are very expensive.
Yep.
And how much, you know, a treatment, how many people it will treat.
Also a great point.
You know, because, I mean, the wonderful thing about specifically lice-free spray is if you get the large one, it can easily treat multiple children, you know, especially depending on the length of their hair and like the thickness and whatnot.
A 12-ounce bottle could easily treat your 2 boys and my daughter.
Easily.
Yeah.
Easily.
And maybe have a little left over.
Yeah.
So you really want to take that into consideration. And that runs about $20 retail, I think. It depends on where you go, but somewhere around there.
Yeah, I think between 18 and 20, which, I mean, if you're treating 3 different heads, I mean,
it adds up fast.
That adds up fast.
It really does.
Yeah, I think, you know, look for those 3 things. I don't know if it was 3.
I don't know.
Cost, time,
and ingredients. Yeah, effectiveness.
The 3 things.
Good job. You remember that there. I had to really
Marketing.
think about that. It comes in handy. Yes. And then as far as the time factor is concerned, another thing to consider as well, in addition to the treatment, is the cleaning that needs to be done at home.
Oh,
that's something that we can delve into in another episode because that has a lot involved with it. So stay tuned for that one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because that is obviously another time commitment, and what do you do? I mean, where do they live? So we will get back to you on that one.
Please continue to follow us. This is not going to be about lice all the time.
No.
This is just the first, but we have to introduce, you know, why we're here.
What we do.
Yes. Did we say that we both work in marketing?
We didn't. We work in marketing.
We work in marketing.
So that's why we...
And Courtney and I were childhood friends. We went to school together and were in a talent show together where we sang an awful song and had...
A made-up song.
A made-up song.
It was partially taken from Sister Act 2.
Oh, yeah, I love that movie. Yeah.
It was a good, I mean, of all the Sister Acts.
It was the best one.
It was the best one.
Yeah.
But, and then you moved away.
And then I moved away.
Out of sight.
And then, just a little sidebar, would like to add this in here. So, I moved back over here. So, I go to college over here. And I meet my husband, so I end up staying here. And we go out to dinner one night, and Courtney is waitressing at this restaurant that we go to. And we moved around so much after I moved away from this town that I've really hung on to the people that I remembered from here. And I'm like, hi, Courtney, it's Kaylee. Do you remember me? And she totally gives me the...
I did. I
know. And I was like...
Okay.
I was a little hurt.
To be fair...
We were sitting on the same side of the booth. We were so weird.
I did. I did think that. So this was in college. So I was waitressing at our local Applebee's. I was in. I don't think I was I don't know, an Apple babe. We'll call it.
I think an Applebee's. You should coin that Applebee's.
Applebee's. Your girl. Anyways. And Peter, I knew from high school. So, and he comes in, and her husband raced motocross, you know, was always injured. But, I mean, we were friends, but not, like, super close or anything. And he comes in, and he has this beautiful girlfriend, and I'm like, oh, of course, Peter has, like, a model girlfriend. And she comes on a little strong.
I do. I have a tendency to do that.
And I was like, I don't even know who this chick is. She thinks she knows me. And I'm wearing a name tag. Like, of course, my name is Courtney, you know. And then as soon as she left, I was like, oh my gosh, I know exactly who she is.
I'm such a jerk.
Yeah.
So then fast forward.
Hold on.
Sorry.
When I applied for this job.
Oh, that's what I was fast forwarding to.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. So I was going to fast forward to my revenge, which was not intentional revenge.
No, that was mine.
No, it wasn't. You're right.
It wasn't intentional.
It wasn't, although you hurt my feelings a little bit. Let's be honest. So I had just had my daughter, or was it prior to having her? We were searching for the position that Courtney's in now, prior to me leaving on maternity leave. And then they found Courtney while I was on maternity leave, and they were in touch with me because we have such a small department. They still wanted me to interview with our boss. And our HR, head of HR, mentioned her name to me, and she said, yeah, she knows you. And I thought, what? And I look at the name, and it's Courtney Pouliot. And I'm like, I don't know who Courtney Pouliot is. Like, I don't know why she's name-dropping my name. And then come to find out, it's Courtney.
It was me.
Married last name threw me off there for a minute. So I feel like we're a little even.
We've got each other back.
But we ended up hiring Courtney, and it's been reunited ever since.
And it feels so good. Yeah. So, yeah, I think that's all we have. Thank you for watching. Yes. Make sure you subscribe and follow us. Yes. And follow licefree on Instagram. You can go on Facebook, but who's on Facebook anymore? No one.
It's on Insta. Go to Insta. Licefree with 3 E's.
Good point. Licefree. Yeah. And an exclamation point.
Yeah.
But
don't forget.
In Instagram, it's just 3 E's. So, yeah. Make sure you follow us and check us back out for our next video.
Next episode, which will not be lice related.
No, it will be about
children's.
Yay!
Yes!
Bye!
Bye!